Hi there, it's Clarence. Back again. It's almost been a year since the last time I made a video for my cousin. So, I've been traveling the country, I'm in Miami. I love Miami. So many women down there. I've been in Miami, Dallas, Houston, New York, Chicago, LA. I've been everywhere since I've been out the pen. But, my cousin, he wanted me to do this intro for him. It's been a long time since I've done it, so I'm gonna do it anyway. So, I'm not very familiar with this movie. I like to do a movie, but Wolfman 1941 ain't not a bad movie at all. It made me watch it. Not so big fan of then again, I ain't a big fan of Wolfman. I did like Van Helsing, so Wolfman 1941. Go check out his review. I'm just doing the intro, and I gotta talk to this woman right here. So she keep calling some hot Dominican chicks, so I gotta go.
The Wolfman is a 1941 American horror film directed by Kurt Siodmak, starring horror icon and legend Lon Chaney Jr. as the titular character. The film opens up with Larry Talbot, played by Chaney, visiting his home in Wales after finding out about the death of his brother and trying to reconnect with his father, Sir John Talbot, played by another horror icon, mainly a Universal Studios horror icon, Claude Rains. While on his visit, Larry meets a woman named Gwen, who owns an antique shop in town. While at this shop, Talbot buys a walking stick with the wolf's head on it, representing the werewolf, or Wolfman, Lycan, whatever you want to call him. For most of this film, various townspeople say this quote: "Even a man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and an autumn night blooms." I think that's how it goes.
A man who is pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms in the autumn.
So that saying pretty much sets up for what's to come for Larry Talbot. While during the night walk with Gwen, Larry encounters a strange wolf. He fights with it and is bitten. Well, you kinda can guess what comes next. Larry struggles with his dual life, if you want to call that a dual life. As the curse of the wolf becomes stronger, Larry's paranoid, as he feels the townspeople will find out about him and hunt him down and kill him. Well, you kinda guess the film does not end well for Talbot at all. This film was made on 180? Was it 180? Yeah, 180,000 budget, receiving a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, and was praised for its story, special effects of the day, and the makeup design by horror legendary makeup artist Jack Pierce. Now, this film would spawn sequels, weird sequels too. What I mean by weird, well, let me get to it. Sequels such as Frankenstein meets the Wolfman in 1943, The House of Frankenstein in 1944, House of Dracula in 1945, and I've seen The House of Dracula. It's a very weird movie. And Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein in 1948, with Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman in all three of these films, but they're supposed to be sequel films, but they don't feel like sequels at all. You got Dracula and Frankenstein and the other ones. It's weird. Universal was weird back in the day. Still kind of are. Now, Universal did try to reunite the Wolfman in 2004's Van Helsing. People sleep on that movie and don't think it's great, but I like the hell of that movie. I did a review on that movie last year. Go check it out. I'll link it down below. And then remade The Wolfman in 2010, which didn't go so well, starring Benicio del Toro, but did win an Oscar for its makeup design. It's possible that another remake is down the line for The Wolfman, supposedly starring Ryan Gosling himself, but who knows with Universal. They really been struggling to get that monster universe going for some time. They wanted to do the MCU style of Universal Monsters. I said Marshals. Universal Monsters. The first attempts with Dracula Untold, which It's another film I like, which was fine. And then they tried again with the whole MCU style shared universe with Tom Cruise, The Mummy, in 2017. We all know that was Bantha Voodoo. And then Invisible Man last year, which wasn't that bad at all. Now, seeing Universal still has some enthusiasm with the Universal Monsters after my last visit to Universal Studios Hollywood Horror this year, I do have some hope that the Wolfman film could do well. Actually, side note, they did a Bride of Frankenstein, or basically a Frankenstein sequel called The Bride of Revenge, or The Bride of Frankenstein. I think that's what it's called. It's a maze. It was done pretty well, and it was told in the story version too. Very done well. So I do have hope that Universal can get this going down the road. But back to this film. I like the film. At times, it sometimes didn't feel like a horror film, especially in the beginning. But at times, similar to Frankenstein, the Wolfman himself is necessary. Well, he's not really evil. He's a man under the curse who has no control of what he does. It's basically like a weird kind of Hulk thing. But yes, he has no control of what he does, and he's not going around trying to kill people. He even feels, like I said before, he feels scared that eventually somebody's gonna find him out and kill him, and he does not like killing people. So he's not necessarily evil. And they didn't try to draw up an antagonist, a big bad guy like they did in the 2010 Wolfman, also starring Thor's daddy, Anthony Hopkins. You know who Thor's daddy is. But anyways, I like that they didn't do that. They didn't try to do that. It was a struggle with the man and himself with this curse, trying to do a good deed, trying to save a woman. But now, I wasn't a big fan of the ending. Him getting beat with a wolf cane by his own father. They actually tried to. They tried to do that in the remake, 2010 remake. They tried to do that again, but in a different way. But him getting beat with a wolf cane by his own dad. He's supposed to be the Wolfman. Super strength, fast? I guess not this version. I don't think we start getting super fast strength versions of werewolves until later. But at least give him an awesome death. It didn't have to be nothing super heroic. Just give him an awesome death. But then again, it's the 40s. They was restricted to what they had. Now, this film did set off to what we know and love about werewolves when it comes to Hollywood and other things, but this was not the first werewolf film. Universal produced a film in 1935 called The Werewolf of London, which was marveled by moviegoers for its day. I have not seen The Werewolf of London, but I will search the Peacock for it. You know what? Side note, Universal, NBC, y'all could have come up with a better name for your streaming service. I know that your symbol, well, NBC, I know your symbol is a peacock and everything. Why do you have to call it the Peacock? Why did you just call it Universal Plus or something? Or Max, or Universal Max or something? Not just a Peacock. I don't like saying that. But anyways, The Wolfman is a classic film that I enjoy a lot. I probably watch almost every Halloween or every October. I enjoy it a lot out of all the Universal monster films, including the modern films. Oh, Mummy 2017 is in that. It's not my favorite. I'm not saying Mummy 2017 is my favorite. I'm just saying out of all the Universal monster films from the very beginning of Universal Studios itself until now. But The Wolfman is high up there, and I do own it on Blu-ray. Actually, I own all the original Universal Studios monsters films on Blu-ray. But if you haven't checked it out, and you want to get away from the jump scares and the modern horror films and all the other stuff, and you don't mind black and white films, go check out this legendary film. It's an easy watch, only an hour and 10 minutes or so. It's easy. Go do it. Do it. What are you waiting for?
So, how you guys like Wolfman? I think it's an alright movie. Like I said, I like the newer movies, but it is what it is. I still like Van Helsing. Hopefully they can come out with another Wolfman later on. Hopefully it'll be better than the previous ones. But you know, with Universal, you never know. But anyways, I got a booty call to go attend to right quick. And I'll let my cousin take over, but to help my cousin out, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and do all that good stuff. I'm out. I got some cheeks to,